everybody. Got a battle report here for you. This one's a pretty good one. It's my Legions of Chaos against Chaos Dwarves. That's actually right, yeah. There's a guy on chaosdwarfs.com who has produced an Age of Sigmar War Scrolls list for Chaos Dwarves. So it's not an official list, but it sort of heavily takes all the information from Dwarves and Chaos, funnily enough. So it seems like a pretty reasonable list to me. So we laid it all down and we just went for it. So here's a picture of deployments. I'm just kind of using similar to what I usually use. On the left there, I've got 3 Beasts of Nurgle. Then I've got my Glotkin behind the building. Then I've got 10 Chaos Warriors. And on the hill there, my Plague Drones, and then to the right of the hill is a big block of 20 Plague Bearers and a Herald just to their right. On his side, starting on the left, you've got 2 Magma Cannons with a Demon Smith, I think, in the middle. Then you've got a Hell Cannon. And to the right of the back there, that's a... oh god, I have no idea what he's called. Some sort of wizard man on a big flying bull thing. Probably should look this up first. Oh well. Then you've also got 2 blocks of Chaos Dwarves or whatever they're called. Infernal Guard, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. There's 2 blocks of 25 of them, and just behind the left-hand one, there's a BSB there. So, like I said, it's an independent list. I'll run through you kind of what stuff does as we get there, but it's pretty tough, very very tough stuff indeed, and I figure that dwarves are quite similar themselves. So there's no instant death scenario, although there should have been. And we didn't realise this at all during the game, but we both forgot that the crew on War Machines do count towards the models when you totaling up the number of models for sudden death. So he actually had a couple more, which would have pushed me over the threshold for instant death. So yeah. So I go first, and I just do my usual thing of pushing everything forward. I use the Glotkin's command. I use them the Inspiring Presence on my Chaos Warriors in case they die to shooting, and I use Mystic Shield on the Glotkin in case he shoots me. Everything else just runs forward. There's no shooting, there's no combat, so he jumps straight into his turn. First thing he does is he summons 3 of those fire demon things on the left-hand side there. They're kind of like ogres. So yeah, they were there. I wasn't too fussed with them. I thought my beasts would be able to take them out no problem. He also casts Mystic Shield, I think, on his one of his units, the left-hand side unit of dwarves there. There's a little blue counter showing that. So that's all his movement. He just sits back because he's dwarves, and that's what they do. So we go into the shooting phase, and I know what you're thinking. Hey, how come you knocked that over? That was a bit careless. You must have picked something up and accidentally knocked over the Glotkin. Oh, and look at that. He's fallen. No, he's dead. Yeah, those 2 magma cannons shot, and they're brutal. They do when they're within the distance of a demon smith. They do D6. They don't roll to hit. They automatically hit. They just do D6 mortal wounds. Then on a 4+, they do another D6 mortal wounds. So he rolled his first dice, rolled a 4, then got the 4+, and rolled a 6. Then he rolled a 3, then got his 4+ on the other one, and rolled a 5 or whatever. And did about 19 wounds to the Glotkin, just knocked him out straight away. Turn 1. Holy shit. What the fuck? Anyway, moving on. Fortunately, I don't think any of his other shooting did anything, so that's fine. Then nothing else happens in his turn. So we go into we roll for turns again, and he gets it, which sucks. Especially while he has those magma cannons on the board. So anyway, he casts Mystic Shield on both units of the dwarves. I mean, he's got 2 wizards, the guy on the big floating bull thing, and his demon smith. And he just shuffles them around a little bit, but other than that, there's not much movement. His fire demon jobbies run forward again to hopefully charge the beasts. In the shooting phase, his magma cannons open up on my Warriors of Chaos. First one opens up and kills 3 of them, but that's it. I mean, it's 7 wounds done to them. And the second one opens up and kills another 2, so it does another 4 wounds. So fortunately they've still got the Inspiring Presence active, so they don't need to, even though he's dead. So that's fine. That's all of the shooting over though, so we go into... no. Yeah, oh sorry, I think I missed his Hell Cannon shot the Plague Drones and did 2 wounds, I think. There you go. Then in the combat phase, his Flame Demon things charged the beasts, and I was alright with that, so I was fairly confident there. Which was entirely stupid of me. He immediately kills 2 of the beasts flat out, even though they got 6 wounds each. So that's kind of brutal, and I do nothing back to them. So that was great. So then we go to my turn. My warriors head off left, rather than keep charging at angry dwarves. They're going to try and kill those 5 demons and save the beast. Plague Drones charge forward. Hopefully they'll be able to get into combat this turn. Otherwise they'll just get shot. Well, I know they can keep getting shot, but they might actually be able to do some damage. Then his the Plague Bearers run up as well, just to try and get into combat soon. So I got no shooting that did anything. So I do go into the charge phase. My Plague Drones charge over here. And my warriors fail the charge over here. So that's sad, but can't win them all. So I go over here first, and I'm fortunately able to kill 3 dwarves. I do roll pretty well. I decided to do this one first rather than the Beasts of Nurgle one, because the beast is dead either way, and I'd rather these guys... I didn't know how deadly these guys would be in combat, so I decided to go these guys first, just do the much damage. I did 3 wounds, and that's fine. So with ease, he's able to murder that last beast, and that's sad. Then we go back to over here, and I'm really, really, really glad that I decided to do the other one first. This one first, because these guys annihilate. They end up putting about 9 wounds onto the Plague Drones, which is absolutely brutal. These guys have, I mean, they've got plenty of attacks. They hit on 3s. They wound on 4s with rerolling 1s for a banner. I think it's rerolling 1s there. And they've got rend 1 on all their attacks. So they're doing pretty brutal amount of wounds there, so that's kind of not good. So we go into battle chip. So we go to the battle shock phase. And first thing I do is roll a 1. So I get my Plague Drones back. So I've got a bit of consolation there that they at least didn't piss off. There's no other battle shock to speak of, so we go into his turn. His fire demon things. I need to learn what they're called, don't I? Yeah, that'd be a good idea next time. Oh well. So finally, move towards the warriors with the idea of charging. Everything else stays where it is. He casts Mystic Shield on that unit of warriors again. He also has his command ability, where every unit within 18 inches re-rolls failed saves. So let me just paint a picture there. His warriors I'm in combat with have a 4-up save, plus 1 for Mystic Shield, so we've got 3-up save, which is re-rollable, and anything that's rend 1 is ignored. So if it's not rend 2, they don't count it. So they've got 3-up re-rollable save, and there's nothing I can do about it, which is great. Oh, and they've still got their pretty nasty attacking weapons, so, and there's a lot of them. So that's cool. That's I'm enjoying that. So we go into shooting phase. Oh no, sorry. This is still the magic phase. He casts Arcane Missile on the Plague Drones and does 3 wounds to them. Then one of his Magma Cannons opens up on the Plague Bearers and kills 5. Then his Hell Cannon opens up and kills another 3, 4. And then his other Magma Cannon opens up on the Plague Drones and kills all but 1 of them, and that's sad. So over here he charges, and he goes over here first, and he kills 3 of them, no problem, and puts a floating wound on another. So I go over here. I'm not able to do anything to him, however, and then he puts 2 wounds on me. Then I go over here, and I'm able to put 2 wounds onto the fire things, and that's pretty good. Not quite happy with that. So we go straight into battle shock, and one of my guys runs away, which is sad. but nothing else happens there. So we go into my turn. And not a whole lot happens. My army's very quickly dying. So my Plague Bearers run up. They're going to hopefully get into combat with that unit of Chaos Dwarves. My Herald did run this phase, just so he can get within 7 inches of the Plague Bearers and the Plague Drone, so his Locust powers can start doing more damage. So yeah, there's no shooting to be mentioned. So we go straight into the charge phase. My Plague Bearers make it in, which is awesome. Really happy about that. So we go straight into combat. I do my Plague Drone first, because I was worried about that dying. He's got 2 wounds on him, so hopefully that would work. And they do manage to kill a Dwarf, even with that 3-up rerollable, ignoring everything wound. I get one of my Venom stings through, but I only kill 1. That's fine. So he goes over here, next with his Dwarves. He ends up killing about 4 Plague Bearers, which is pretty nasty. And he puts another 2 wounds on the Plague Drone, and that's fine. Then I go over here with my Warriors, and I am able to put another 2 wounds onto these guys, so I am able to remove 1, and that's pretty nice. But then, in retaliation, he just annihilates both Warriors, and that's a bit sad. So we go into his turn. And the first thing that happens is he casts Arcane Missile again on my Plague Drone and takes him off. Which is sad, but he wasn't going to last long anyway. So this is his movement phase. He moves his Dwarves on the left-hand side, just further over to the left to make way for the Hell Cannon to come in. His big guy on a floating bull flies up towards my Herald to try and take him out. And then the fire people run forward to just get into combat if they need to, which they don't. So charge phase, he charges up here, and that's fine. I'm not going to last long there. And he charges into the Hell Cannon with his Plague Bearers here, and to be honest with you, he doesn't need the Hell Cannon there. So we go into combat. He goes over here first and puts 3 wounds on me, which is pretty nice. He's got a D3 wound mace, unfortunately. He only got 1 wound through out of everything, but it did 3 wounds. That's fine. Then over here, I attack with my Plague Bearers, and I'm not able to do anything. Oh no, I do kill 1, sorry. I do kill 1. He manages to fail a 3-up rerollable again, which is pretty nice. Then his Hell Cannon attacks and kills 3 Plague Bearers. So we jump up to here. My Herald attacks, but doesn't do anything. I think I'll get 3 hits, but then fail all 3 wound rolls. Then he attacks over here with his Dwarf Warriors, and is easily able to kill the remaining 3 Plague Bearers to a man without any problem at all. So then we look at my turn, and it's looking very good. I've got my 1 remaining Herald left on the board, who's sporting over half wounds. So we go straight into combat. We do that one first, because there's no other ones to do. And I actually managed to put 6 wounds on him. It was pretty impressive, actually. I was quite pleased with that, as things go. But then in retaliation, he just smashes me in the face, and I keel over dead. So that's sad. There you have it. There's the end of the game. Pretty brutal army list. I'm not sure if the synergies here. So I think that's re-rolling armor saves command ability is absolutely horrendously strong. Probably too strong. I'm not sure if it could be re-roll 1s or if it should just be a single unit or something. It just seems incredibly strong when you can so easily get a 3-up save with them, considering the same guy that's using it can cast Mystic Shield. Equally, that's just such a tough unit. I'm not sure if this game going so horribly wrong was the bad matchup, the bad luck, poor play on my part. I know exactly how I'd do it if I played it again. I'm not going to tell you because I may very well play it again, and if he watches this, I want him to be surprised by it. So, yeah, like I said, this is a fan-made Chaos Dwarf War Scroll list. I'll post a link to it in the video description below, so if you want to check it out, you can. It's a pretty cool list, set of rules. I don't think it certainly seems fair to me. But, you know, it's a list in development, so check it out, see what you think. If you like it and you're a Chaos Dwarf player, I'd probably recommend using it, because it does take a lot of, like I said, it takes a lot of aspects from the game as it is at the moment. So there you have it. Unfortunately, a loss for the Legions of Nurgle. I know it's always sad when that happens, but it was a good game. So as always, leave me feedback, leave me anything you'd like to see in these videos, subscribe, or check out my Twitter account at @morewargames. Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.